welcome to another fun-filled episode of Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. I am your host, Amin Elhassan. I'm joined, as always, by Black Trey, Jay Skills, Big Jerv, and Juju Gotti. Got a hell of a show for you guys today. We got a guest, man. We got the man who invented BBL Drizzy, the beat, the song, everything that has grown from that BBL, the nigga that made that shit. We got him. His life story is very fascinating, and his methodology on how he makes these beats. You don't want to miss that conversation. We're also going to talk about this hip hop cookie shop that's run by white people, and it made the internet furious. Are we too sensitive? We're going to ask, and we'll ask Trey as our business professional. Like, are they wrong or are they right? Also, speaking of wrong or right, Spencer Dinwiddie, you fucked up, man. You fucked up, and we're going to do like a little fucked up victory lap. I'm saying, well, you should have gone to Dallas if you had the chance. Spencer, you know we love you, but come on, man. What you doing? Also, Grant Williams, you fucked up too. We'll get into that as well. Plus, Caitlin Clark is what's happening in her favor or not. We'll talk about that. Donald Trump got indicted. Does it mean anything? And of course, our NBA Finals picks. You don't want to miss that. Maybe it's going to be something that gets clipped later on and be put on some other show, huh, Juju? But first, patreon.com/count the dings. We've got our live show coming up in New York City, July 20th at the Racket, New York City. We had the pre-sale. The pre-sale had a 25% discount. Some of y'all took advantage. Some of y'all didn't. So now we are into the regular sale. It's open season for everybody. If you're not a Patreon, you can go out and purchase the tickets. They are purposely not that expensive. We've got meet and greet opportunities. You get to drink with us before the show if you got a special kind of ticket. After the show, I believe for almost everybody. Don't miss out, man. If y'all have never been to a live show, go to the Count the Things website. Look at the pictures. Look at the videos. It's a ball. The room is packed. Everybody there loves the same things that you love. We all laugh. We have a good time. We drink. Make sure you are there. July 20th, Racket, New York City. Make sure you're Patreon. Patreon.com/countthedings. You get the extra content there, the Cinephobe watch-alongs, the special edition episodes, the OG podcast overflows, all types of Discord. I could go on and on. Just tap in. Trust me, you won't regret it. All right. Let's talk to the one and only King Willonius. All right, man, let's get it started. We got our first guest today is a man who, I won't lie. I discovered your work recently, but I've been a major fan, bro. Your shit is mad funny and it's catchy as shit. His name is Willonius, aka King Willonius, on Instagram and Twitter. And you are the creator of the original BBL Drizzy song, right? Like, which is
Facts.
You basically got like a soul sample, not even a soul sample. It's AI generated soul singer to sing the most ridiculous lyrics. You do this a lot, either with original songs or you'll take really well-known ridiculous songs and like Who Let the Dogs Out or the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme song, and you'll flip it where it sounds like a 70s soul singer singing the shit out of it. First of all, let me just get started with like your background, because you are a comedian by trade. Everyone's like, "Who is this music producer?" I'm like, I think he's a comedian, but yeah, tell us about your background.
Yeah, man, just stand-up comedian, man. Been making comedy songs for like damn near 2 decades, man. Just always just writing, recording music, you know what I'm saying, and eventually got into AI, and was making like a lot of AI films. And then just started making AI music, you know what I'm saying? I saw BBL Drizzy trending one day because of Rick Ross, and I decided to like make a little track about it. Didn't really think nothing of it, and then it just kind of blew up. And then obviously Metro Boomin took it and it went out the stratosphere, man. And now we got Drake rapping on it, which is, it feels like a Matrix moment, so it feels like the Matrix is broken rather, because when have you ever seen a rapper rap on his own diss track? I was like, this don't make no type of sense. So yeah, man, but I just be out here, man, just doing stand-up. Screenwriting was like a big thing. I really got into AI because of the writer strike. So like when the writer strike happened, and I had like a bunch of meetings lined up with like agents and managers, 'cause I was in this like TV writing fellowship, and then that happened, and And I was just like, I just went all in with AI, and kind of the rest is history.
So before
Look
we,
at
I
it.
want
Look at AI helping out, man.
no, but
Everybody.
like I want, because I really want to get into. I want to ask you a lot about your life and your career, but I want to start with the AI stuff because Trey, I think you and I have had this conversation before where people think, oh, it's AI, like motherfucker just type a couple of things and then it did everything. And that's not the
Right.
process, right? What take us like behind the scenes of, as much you give us, what's the process in making any one of these tracks? Let's start with BBL Drizzy, for example.
Yeah, man. So I mean, it's really just it starts with the writing, because like with AI, as far as like making music, you can have it just generate a song, but then it's just gonna be like super random. And like, I mean, anybody that's kind of like written anything with AI, like it's fairly generic. You know what I'm saying? So I just like I wrote up the lyrics, because obviously like AI is not gonna say I'm going in no Diddy or thinking in a snicker and all that stuff. So yeah, so just writing the song, and then just like developing the prompts, so like knowing the sound that I want to have, and then like putting in the prompts to like kind of like achieve that particular sound. So it's a lot of like trial and error, and then I think I got like a pretty good ear for music, so just like listening and be like, yeah, this ain't it. I think this is this one might hit, because actually the BBL Drizzy that went viral, that's the second BBL Drizzy that I put out. Like during that time period, I was putting out. Man, I got maybe like 100 BBL Drizzys, from like a gospel to like Gregorian chants to Afro beats, reggae, like you name it. So I was really going in. You know what I'm saying? During that little time period, man, just trying to make all the BBL Drizzys for every genre. You know what I'm saying? So not picking a side. It was just BBL Drizzy was just hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I was fighting it first. I ain't gonna lie. Amin had posted it. Yeah, I was fighting it. Not even like on some like, like I just was like kind of like the AI tracks. I just was really just kind of tapped because it was just it hit really hard where it was just a bunch. And then you and Jason, Amin and Jason had put it in the chat, and it was like, yo, this is my favorite. Like they just were like, yo, this is my favorite joint. So it got to a point where it got so catchy. You know those type of joints where you're just like, yo,
yeah.
Okay, no matter how you feel about it. You get what I'm saying? And it wasn't even about the whole shit. I just was like, it's not a real song, so I can't really like really move into it. And I wasn't about to just give my energy to it. But then I couldn't fight it. And then we just kept finding more and more and more. And every time you would do one, I'm like, I keep seeing this dude on the timeline. All right, he got it. You know what I'm saying? And for it to take off for the way it did and kind of just, go further. Because like you said, Drake even hopping on it, I think that's even witty for him to kind of give him back himself off the wall a little bit and lean into the joke. I thought it was clever on their end, but like, I was really curious when you heard that, right? When it went into an actual track on Sexy Red, were you like, hey, let me call my lawyers, dog?
Yeah. So I mean, they hit us up, you know what I'm saying, as far as like doing the track or whatever. I had no idea that Drake was gonna be on it. You know what I'm saying? So like I found out the same time everybody else found out that Drake was gonna be on the track, which it was just like, I was just like everybody else, man. I just couldn't believe it, because again, logically, it just doesn't make any sense. He tried to flip it, but I mean, I feel like he waited. He should have did it like that first week. You know what I'm saying? Like came out with it, because like everybody got their jokes off, and and then he came in, and I mean, it's good for him, because like, I feel like what he did though, he kind of just like really opened up, because like now, it's festival season. Like everybody's playing it at the festivals. They're doing the techno remixes, so like he actually blew it up even more. So shit, I'm good for that, man. Like I mean, BBL Drizzy, it's pretty much like the BBL that keeps giving. That shit just won't go away.
So hey, you've made the greatest BBL in history. I'll say that.
right.
So Willonius, I'm a producer as well, and I after hearing BBL Drizzy, I got into basically doing what you were doing with the creating the songs. I use Udio. I don't know if you use that or if you use something else. But I went through the whole process of you type in like all these genres or different types of songs, atmospheric Philly soul, Motown or whatever, like all these different things, psychedelic. and you combine them, and then you put in certain lyrics, and then it gives you a couple versions. You're like, nah, remix, extend, like all these different little like tweaks and things you can do with that. And it's super dope and interesting. So I was curious, like, now with the success of BBL Drizzy, like, have you thought about, because it kind of reminds me a little bit of like Weird Al in a way, like if you thought about possibly like putting out an album of like AI, like comedy, like songs and things like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much like the next was man. So two things I want to do. One is BBL Drizzy the Musical. Because like back in the day on Clubhouse, I did this musical. It was called Throw Baby the Musical. So it was like audio drama based on that song Throw Baby, and like super dope. Like we had like actors, like opera singers. Like it was crazy. But I want to do that, and then just like a full-fledged like comedy album. But like I wanted to sound good, but then just getting them jokes off. So very similar to like BBL Drizzy, where like it's hilarious, but like when you really listen to the lyrics, you be like, yo, like this is actually like comedy or whatever. So like that's like the next step. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the cool things about this whole process, man, like a bunch of people within the music industry, from like record labels to like producers to like rappers, that like hit me up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I might be able to get some like cool features on the album, and also like just get some like really dope production. So I'm thinking it probably might be like a kind of like how DJ Khaled, you know what I'm saying, put together his albums, like something like that. But on a comedic side. So yeah, that's the next step, man. Like I really want to kind of just lean in and like this whole situation, bro. Like it's crazy because like it's kind of historic, like as far as like the music industry. Like I didn't try to. I'm a comedian, so like even just being in the music business, like I've never anticipated this, but it's kind of like set like a new precedent of like AI music. So it's made like a lot of music executives and the music industry like kind of adopt AI, which everybody was like anti-AI for a long time. But I think if you look at it as like a tool, like a Pro Tools, you know what I'm saying? Like this can be something that can really take music to the next level. So even just from the sense of just like clearing samples, you know what I'm saying? Like now you can make your own samples and just, really cook with it. So
yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been making my own samples now, and I'm like, oh my God, like the thing that was blocking me this whole time,
the internet, Jason, internet strikes again.
I was about to say, man, the internet was not rolling. Yeah, you good.
Okay. No,
they thought he was about to talk about the beef again, so they had to mute him real quick.
Man. Oh no. That was also, I was gonna mention to y'all. See, Willonius doesn't know. They've banned me from talking about the beef, but yet we brought the beef. The beef comes back to the pod regardless. So it's interesting how everything always comes full circle. But yeah, I didn't. I kind of stopped producing for a while because people weren't, dealing with samples, and like, guys don't want to clear samples, even though they think the beat is hot. They like, I don't want to pay, I don't want to get sued, I don't want to get grayed out on DSPs, all that stuff. But now with the AI, you can make your own samples, and there's no clearance issues and none of that. The thing I was also thinking for BBL Drizzy and just in general for AI music, it'll be interesting. I think that one of the major next steps, if there's a video for one of these songs that has AI, like, and really like makes it real, because right now it's just like kind of on the internet and everything. But I think like once it's released officially, which is what just happened right now with the Sexy Red, and then there's some sort of visual that like cements it, like, wow, this is really like in the culture.
So that's the cool thing. That's the cool thing, because not only do you do cover art for all these things using AI, but you separately, like you were talking about, you do AI films. You've been doing you post AI video shorts and all that. So do you think, is that the evolution? Is that where you're headed?
Yeah. I mean, prior to BBL Drizzy going, man, that's all I was doing was just like AI films. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just trying to really, again, break into like the TV film industry, you know what I'm saying, through like writing. So I was making these AI trailers to just be like, all right, this is an idea I got for a script or whatever it was. But like the tech with AI films is still a little bit away. But I mean, you've seen like Sora with OpenAI, what they coming out with. So it's going to get there. You know what I'm saying? I just saw an article yesterday that there's a company essentially that's going to allow you to make AI on-demand movies, similar to like that Black Mirror episode, Streamberry or whatever it was called. But yeah, it's kind of just a wrap, man, with this AI stuff, man. Like it just feels like a liquidation sale. You know what I'm saying? Where you know, everything's 80% off, but the store's closing down. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing. I feel like it's going to be, you know, in life, man, there's always yin and yang. So there's always going to be some benefits of it that come out of this. But I think everything as we know it is going to change, whether it be music, film, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that for the creatives, you know, it's just up to us to like use these tools to like, you know, kind of just keep evolving the art form. You know what I'm saying? So just like Jason was saying, like now he can really get in his bag when it comes to, you know, sampling and taking his music to another level, because, you know, he can just create unlimited and not really have to worry about all these, you know, barriers to what he wants to make. So I think film's gonna be the same way, because I mean, you know, as just melanated people, man, we got so many stories that we can tell, you know what I mean? And like there's so many people that just aren't in the film industry that are just great storytellers, and they may not know screenwriting, they may not know all the intricate details of like doing, you know, making a film or even have any connections to Hollywood, but now they can just jump on their laptop and be like, yo, I'm gonna make a dope story. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use AI to kind of help me, you know, tell the story I wanted to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now we can explore. That's why I was like, with the AI films I was making, I was trying to do a lot of like sci-fi and fantasy and just like put us in different worlds that we normally don't see ourselves in, you know, just to kind of like inspire, but also for me just to like expand my creativity. So we're there now, you know what I'm saying? Like we really at this point, man, we can just, you know, we can make whatever it is we want to make, and that's exciting, you know what I'm saying? Because like we can, you know, we can do our own Star Wars. Like that's on the table now, you know, and that wasn't like that, you know, a couple of years ago.
Willonius, it's time to drop the book, man. It's time to do the how-to.
I got it. For the AI music.
For the up and coming producers, man, you gotta drop the how-to.
Oh yeah, man.
As someone who has how-tos out there, it's time. Go get that bread.
Okay, bet. I got a coloring book that's coming out in August to celebrate the anniversary of the Mississippi Brawl. So it's just like a coloring book of just a bunch of white folding chairs in different situations. Celebrate the chair. That's coming out. And then but official AI music book, yeah, I can definitely do that.
Yeah, that's funny as shit, man. Yo, so are you based in Miami, or where do you live?
Yeah, down in Miami.
All right. And you still do a stand-up?
Man, you know, I don't be like rarely, man. I literally only time I get
stage.
Yeah, man. So I mean, the comedy clubs out here, man, they don't really rock with me like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like I mostly do shows like there's this thing called Don't Tell Comedy. So they'll book me. I'll do that, and then like, you know, like the Miami Improvs and all them, man. Like I just Daniel or whatever. They don't never call me. I email them my avails. I don't never hit nothing back. So like I just be like, man, I'm gonna just focus on AI. You know what I'm saying? Like this is kind of my bag. So hopefully, you know, after all this BBL Drizzy, I feel like it's two parts of my life, right? It's like pre BBL and post BBL. You know what I'm saying? So like in this post BBL life, I'm starting to get some attention. So I think, you know, hopefully more comedy venues start hitting me up so I can, you know, get on stage, start telling my story and rocking out that way.
The irony of that shit.
Yeah, right.
The irony of that shit. Developing, creating fucking BBL Drizzy, and then getting the attention after, which basically like getting the BBL.
It's like a bad bitch, man. She was like, yo, we want to checking her till she got that BBL. Now she got that. Now them yams is yamming. So, you know, I'm a bad. I don't know if I can curse on it, but
yeah, you can
the
cuss.
Yams are yamming. Okay. I love that. That's a bar.
Hey, this is the pod for the niggas for sure.
Okay, all right,
yeah.
Yeah, man. So I mean, but you know, end of the day for me, man, it's just all about just like working hard. You know what I'm saying? Because like, so part of like this year, man, has been an interesting year because like my birthday is August 24th, 8/24. So like Kobe's one of my favorite players, man. And like I was just at the beginning of the year, man, I was just like, this is my Mamba year, so I'm gonna just lock in, like head down, just working, you know what I'm saying? Like being very process oriented. So like I've kind of had like a couple things go viral this year, like nothing like BBL Drizzy, but for me, man, it's just like just staying in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Even when the BBL Drizzy thing popped off, I was still like, all right, I gotta keep dropping things. Like, you know, a day or two passed by and I'm like, I gotta do something, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like everything I'm seeing that's happening right now, I think is just based off of my work ethic and just being consistent. So like that's all I'm on this year, man. Like everything else is cool. I'm very grateful for it, but I just make sure the main thing is the main thing.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. Well, we're super grateful for you coming on, man, sharing your insight.
Likewise, man.
You know what I mean? Where can the people find you and what you got dropping coming out soon so they can support?
Yeah, just at King Willonius on all platforms. I mean, my main platforms like IG, you know what I'm saying? IG, Twitter, you know, definitely on YouTube because, you know, that's what pays. But like but you know, definitely
y'all heard the man. Go to his YouTube.
Yeah, go to YouTube, man. Definitely getting on TikTok a little bit more. But yeah, BBL Drizzy The Musical, that's coming. And then just, you know, the comedy album. And then you know, definitely just be dropping like the AI films, you know, as they progress. So got some bigger projects that I guess can't talk about just yet. That's kind of like in the works, but and then hopefully, you know, before the year ends out, man, you know, definitely in the fall, you know, God willing, you know, be able to get on tour and start hitting some comedy clubs.
That's what's up, man. Well, best of luck to you, bro. And like, definitely, if you ever doing any stand up in Miami, because I'll be there all the time, just hit me up. Let me know. I'll pull up on the show for sure.
Oh man, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, definitely.
Yes, sir. All right, there he goes.
All right, fellas.
King
Appreciate
Willonius.
y'all, man. Thanks for having me on here, man.
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. That's an inspiring story, man.
Hey,
I
man,
didn't know
the
it was gonna
internet's
go
your
like
friend.
that.
Your internet's your friend, bro.
I had no idea it was gonna go like that. I thought it was just gonna be like, yeah, man, I made this shit. It was kind of funny, and that's it. Like this thing got he's got a whole path like laid out in front of him. So, and like he was, what I was trying to tell him was like, yo, that's a lane that does not exist. Like that's a crazy thing about AI. But like going back to what we were talking about, like when people like, remember when they were talking about like one of them tracks that came out, like, oh, that's AI. I'm like, dog, AI cannot create like that. It can do a sound. Mm-hmm. It can, like he said, you could do generic type of.
Oh, you're talking about the push-ups?
Yeah. When people say, I say, oh, come on, guys, let's not be. People are so. It's like the boogeyman, right? Like the idea that like AI is like this thing that's coming to destroy all of us. Mm-hmm. But the reality is, it'll never replace human creativity.
Exactly.
It'll never get to the place, or at least not with the speed that a human mind can.
I'll say it's beautifully flawed, right?
But it's not even. But it's not even really AI at its present level, you know? And that's the thing. Like, I think a lot of people are confusing it with intelligence when it's not really even doing anything intelligent. It's kind of regurgitating what is on the internet.
Crowdsourcing.
Exactly. So that, like, when we get to the intelligence level, then I think we can start having more of a discussion. But I think, like, what I was saying previously when we had that conversation is AI or computing or none of that stuff like understands what's funny, right? Like what like will tickle the human like funny bone and thing. Like even maybe can make some dramatic shit or whatever. But it's like certain things about humanity, like crafting rhymes, like that it just can't engineer in a like true unique way.
Yeah, man. Like
speaking of unique way, Jerv, pull it up, please.
Yeah, I love when I see a topic and I have no idea what the fuck.
Thank you. Pause. Pull it up. It's crazy.
Telling me to pull it up, please.
He's the fucking producer. All right.
It's all good.
All right. So for y'all that's not tapped in right now, there's a new hip hop cookie shop downtown, right? And this is
downtown where?
I want to say like I didn't even catch the city, but there's racial.
This nigga said downtown. Right?
Downtown. I'm reading the headline clearly, but we're gonna. I know.
Chinatown.
I only watched the video because I was just flabbergasted, and I was like, I'm gonna save it for the pod. But Jerv, please expand the screen. Pause if need be. Hit play. Just listen first.
Cookie shop is creating a buzz, but not in a good way. Alex Scott Sandoval takes us into this cookie shop and takes a deep dive and tells us why the business is in hot water.
Cookie Plug's opening week was anything but sweet, with some Hoosiers calling their marketing strategy racist or misappropriating Black culture.
Those comments are hurtful, so I'm not even watching it.
Doreen Waters and her husband Michael opened up a cookie shop on Mass Avenue. It's a California franchise called Cookie Plug. It has graffiti on the walls, hip-hop references, and phrases and slang usually associated with drugs.
Me selling cookies, that's all we're doing.
But the details are there, from boxes with money and references like, thank you for supporting your neighborhood dough dealer, cookies called fatties, and a drink called Purple Drink.
I mean, I grew up during this time, and I never have done drugs. Purple Drink is just that. It's a purple drink. It's lemonade.
But for people who grew up with hip-hop culture, Purple Drink was a reference to a deadly drug mix some rappers would drink.
When the franchisee is not aware of what these what the terminology is dealing with, and to be honest, tropes that are used as gimmicks to sell people lemonade and sell children lemonade, that is absolutely a problem.
Foray Phillips is speaking up because hip-hop is synonymous with Black people.
Yeah.
Let me hear your thoughts, man.
Hey, I'm gonna say
real quick. Does anybody need me to run it back? Because I feel like there's some parts that
No.
y'all good.
No,
Okay.
no.
But
We've
it reminds me, unfortunately, it reminds me of what's my man Desto Dub? That's an awful lot of cough syrup.
How though?
The aesthetic. If you look at the visuals and the aesthetic of all of that, like it's very like similar. I just feel like
But I'm saying, where's the comparison of it? Like, I mean, you're just talking
the
about
aesthetic,
like, just
the aesthetic and the look,
Okay.
and like even the whole purple drink and the double cup, and just like all of the like, because it looks like a bunch of like those packs, like all of the artwork they had in there looked like the cookie store, low key. You feel me? Just like a knockoff.
Yeah, it definitely.
Bro, you know what that shit look like, bro? They look like some cool white niggas, bro, that just can't really say to the news what they doing.
Yeah.
There's some cool white niggas that's done been around niggas. Cause when you got double cups in your, that tell me all I need to know. When you got the double cups, like salute, but I hear you talking.
Hey,
to
so
the
you
white
gonna
lady.
you gonna spend bread with them? If you could,
Would I spend bread with them?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like people who have a problem with this just ain't got too much to do with their day. Like, yeah, I mean, let the wife let them do what they gonna do, bruh.
Dog, I hit the bell. I was like, "Boof," exactly. Like it. On the one hand, it's funny to me in the way that it's some shit that I would see in a movie.
It's
like,
definitely a
motherfuckers be
spoof.
like-
It's very a spoof movie like shit.
Yeah,
For sure.
like on some CB4 type shit, like or even Undercover Brother with the General's fried chicken. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of that shit. But on the other hand, like Juju said, the shit that always gets to me about things like this, like it's what they be like, man, look at these racist ass white people trying to appropriate. Okay, it's another thing when motherfuckers like, we need to activate and that. Like, yo, man, there's some real ass shit that's like afflicting Black people in this country.
Mm-hmm.
This cookie shop or whatever is not one of them. Like it doesn't bother Black people. Yes, it's fucking on some level it's offensive somewhat or whatever, but it's just like, man, let them white people just do the corny shit over there.
Yeah,
Let's
like,
focus
Y'all
on-
didn't think
on the real shit.
it was funny? Am I
No,
tripping?
yeah,
I was I heard it. I'm starting to think this wasn't the pod for me anymore.
I'm getting old, man. I had mixed feelings about it. I ain't gonna lie.
Bruh, purple drink will never not make me laugh. Just that phrase alone. Like, for them to have stickers on the wall that say purple drink.
Come on,
they funny
man.
as hell for that
Nice,
shit.
nice and thick cookies. What?
Right.
Nice and
Yeah,
thick
was
with
very-
the
it was-
C's.
C's with the two C's.
It
looked
was
like
Neighborhood dough dealer. Whatever.
Oh,
I
shit
thought, that
say.
shit, I thought that shit was actually pretty fire.
Like,
I won't lie. That's what I was like. Damn. I'm like,
I feel a mean too. Like I feel like the news people are the ones who are silly. If anybody, like, why are y'all like making this a serious? But it makes it funny that they covered it in a serious way. Like I wonder if they know how silly they look like doing it. You know
Oh no,
what I'm
but it
saying?
was a crazy ass outrage on social about it. That's
No,
why.
because the black guy that was responding was like, I don't know if they know about the culture.
I mean, but
niggas
that
just
could,
like
but that
being
could be.
mad, yo.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
All right,
I
calm
do
down.
see it though from a certain perspective. I think it's an itch in certain things. You know what I mean? Jerv, don't do me like that, bro. Let me.
Nah, bro. Go ahead.
That's
go
what I'm
ahead.
telling you, bro. The nigga over here like, he don't want me to do that.
Jerv. Trey getting ready for that Black Twitter documentary part 2.
Right, he want in.
Nah, man. Nah, dog. I'm just saying, I'm mixed about it because I look at it in a scenario of like, yes, I do see the humor of it. Like, it's so ridiculous that it's funny, right? But then also, we don't own anything as far as quote unquote, oh, nigga, I own the term or whatever it else. The double cup shit come from Houston. The purple drink come from Houston, etc. The thick shit, all of whatever. And she said she grew up in that era. So I'm trying to figure out what era did she grow up in.
Old as shit, man.
She probably listened to Project Pat and them, dog. Like she probably listened to that shit.
She grew up in
No,
she
but
probably
we
fuck Pimp C and Fire. We know.
Hey, but we know.
Snoop Dogg or some shit.
But you also know. You also know white people that's really tapped in, bro, and how they look. She wasn't convincing me. She wasn't convincing me that she was tapped in. It was like,
bruh, shit, them cameras in your face, should be nervous.
But Trey, would you rather have had her be like the black seeming white person?
Absolutely.
I actually like.
We'd have been cooking her if she was doing that also, bro. We'd be like, oh, look at this. What's Dame call him?
Culture vulture.
Look at the culture vulture.
Yeah,
that's what we would have been saying.
But my thing
imitation is the sincerest form of flattery in some of these instances.
To an extent.
You feel me? To an extent, for sure. And
extent.
I'm seeing this cup more half full than empty.
I would see it like this, right? I see some people. I see some people actually hating that they didn't come up with that idea first. I see it from that end, right? And then I see it from another end of just like the mockery side. But again, we're having fun with it, so I'm gonna remove it from that, and I'm gonna agree this shit is funny as shit.
We done bullied Trey into fucking
we bullied
morals. This nigga trying to stand up for black people and black pride and honors, and niggas like, look at this nigga. You mad?
Say that shit for them other pods. Don't bring that shit over here, dog.
But you know what? But
I'm shocked off your answers, though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
I'm gonna be honest. I see where Trey's coming from because I can imagine where Trey works. How many times you got to deal with some dumbass shit that
I gotta kill? That I gotta kill.
You gotta be like, that ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. Yeah.
Because if it went national and some favorite shit that y'all really fuck with, and I was like, nah, that shit actually cool. Go ahead. Like some nigga shit for KFC, niggas would be like, really, nigga? Who signed off for this? And then niggas be like,
that'll be a problem.
Trey in the room.
What's in the new chicken wrap? Crispy chicken, mashed lettuce.
I would bring King Willonius in, bro, to write us a new script, bro, for that.
Bro,
a jingle.
That should be fire. Dog,
I think people should be. Go ahead, bro.
To this day, man, I know that shit was offensive and whatever, but fuck it, man. That Mary J. Blige shit. I wanted a full single, nigga. I wanted to hear a whole fucking jam about all the Burger King fucking menu. Heard just fucking a whole album of just like Whopper Jr., fucking everything, man.
Right, bro. I think people should be just as outraged as people gonna be mad about this. They should be mad that goddamn Popeyes prancing Meg the Stallion not talking about something. Come get the Meg meal. Like, come on, bro. What kind of trap is this? They got Cardi B and Offset selling Happy Meals. We should be outraged about that shit. The poison. If we're gonna be mad about some shit.
That's that nigga right there.
That's trash.
That's that nigga right there.
You wasn't like that?
We
you ain't
pumping that shit to McDonald's. You
didn't like the Valentine's Day meal?
I love you, brother. So shit.
No,
you know what? Yes, I love you.
I want you to be honest. It's okay. I mean, the check cleared, but I'm just saying.
What I'm saying is the amount of outrage shown towards this, whatever outrage you have towards that, and I feel like these two things aren't like this, unlike.
I'm just trying to understand what's the difference between a Valentine's Day of the most like a popular couple, because Beyonce and Jay-Z definitely not doing that shit. They too expensive. And paying black people to fucking get paid for Valentine's Day. I'm just trying to see.
It was a great idea, bro. Like for real, now that I think about it, I think I was tripping. So for real,
top 10. This is a top 10 bomb
got
moment,
it,
man. Where's the niggas that do that shit? I'm like, don't think like that.
And the fact that Amin is pointing down and I'm under him on the screen is hilarious. It's the Hollywood Squares.
This nigga Trey is like the Forrest Gump for everything in 2024, bro. Like this nigga is at the center. And it's funny that we said that because I was gonna actually lead off when we didn't have a guest. I was gonna lead off and ask Trey, another one of his moments. How do you think Spencer feels right now?
Oh wow!
Who's Spencer?
I didn't even
think about Spencer.
Spencer
Dinwiddie.
I don't
niggas try to tell him
to go to the Mavs.
I forgot all about that, Jason. Shout out to you, man. I forgot all about that shit.
I mean,
this nigga Trey, dog. He's at the crux of every scenario and situation.
I was on the good thing is I was on the right side. I was on the right side of history this time. I wasn't on the other side. I didn't shift anything. I tried to get him to go over there. I told him, like, you know, they looking good. I didn't see this though. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't see the finals. But I said you would be a good fit. It was Simon in the skybox. I thought me and Mark Cuban was gonna go all the way up to the top, bruh. You know, I told him like, hey, bro, we locked in. You got me courtside seats, etc. I'm gonna deliver SD right here.
Damn.
And it didn't happen. And now could have been on a team plane.
Trey, I was about to say, if you had sealed that deal, I would have seen you in Boston next week. Just chilling.
You like
this
Martin
is Bossa Nova, right? This is
no.
That's just public, nigga. We did a whole episode about that shit.
I feel like
we did not.
Let me just be real quick. Hold on. Let me just say the one part. We did not Bossa Nova the story, but we Bossa Nova specific parts because Trey wanted that part Bossa Nova.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I think the whole world is doing that. They teasing Grant Williams, and it should be that too. Like Grant Williams is not the only person that is missing out of this free ride to the finals. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You got two players talk about from worst to first. Gafford in Washington, and this nigga, them niggas.
Grant's got it the worst because this nigga played for both teams in the last.
Right. Oh my God. He played for the last calendar year. That's crazy.
That's fucked up.
Damn. And they sent that nigga to Charlotte, the worst fucking possible place. At least Spencer went to LA, back in his hometown. They made it to the playoffs. Right. Like that nigga had a little something. Yeah,
he know LeBron.
You know what I'm saying? This nigga had to go out and fucking hang out with Miles Bridges and goddamn the nigga that fell asleep in his car with a shotgun. What's his name?
Oh my God, that nigga? Bro.
Bro, Charlotte is hell.
That is fucking hell.
But y'all see LaMelo Ball drove over a little kid.
Oh my God, bro.
What was that?
and the mama only wanted $25,000. That's the
problem. She's wilding.
I'm like, she a real nigga, bro. Like
she live in Charlotte, bro. She about to turn that motherfucker into something. That motherfucker about to stretch.
He should throw her a Honda just for the trouble. Like
a Honda? What?
If she only want 25. No, you know he can sue. She can sue for the broke foot.
Jerv, the nigga could have just given her like Juju said 100, and the shit wouldn't even gotten out.
Right,
the niggas wouldn't even know.
Well, that's the thing.
I'm not taking 100, dog. I'm
the
sorry.
Crazy thing about it, the nigga didn't even know.
All she sued for is $25,000.
I mean, the nigga didn't know. He didn't know he ran him over. He didn't know he ran him over, bro. But the fucked up part about it, when the story broke, some fan made a compilation of how this nigga be just driving.
This nigga be driving
goofy as hell.
He be driving like he got 3-star rating on GTA, nigga. Like he's trying to get find a paint spray.
It's a red light that he run every time he pull out that motherfucker.
So I like, it's funny because I was like, oh, you know, sometimes them lights don't really matter. After a game, you know, they'd be blocking off streets. But then I saw like the other cars coming from. I was like,
it was oncoming traffic.
That shit is like real deal red light running over there, man.
Hey, my thing is, it's like, where the fuck are you going? Where you going, bro?
In Charlotte.
Like, I get it though, because after some games, restaurants be closing, and nigga might send a text or a call like, hey, can you keep it open for me like a little bit, right? And you get there. Long as you get there, you send one person to sit there and hold it for them to keep the kitchen open. It worked that way. But that nigga be driving like every game is something drastic. Like, nigga, somebody water broke. That's how that nigga be driving.
let me just say right
he
now.
looking for Rachel, like Two-Face got Rachel.
Where is she? Yo,
Also, to have a fucking camouflaged Tesla truck is very.
No, that nigga's
Come on, whoa.
He's country, even though he's country, even though he's not. I mean, is
Right.
Nigga from Chino Hills.
Is Chino country?
No.
Is it like
No,
Palmdale?
It's suburbs.
Okay.
Suburbs. Yeah.
I don't know if it was like Palmdale or
Hey,
like
that nigga act
country.
like a nigga that got his kid, like that got his dad's credit card and playing fucking motherfucking what's that shit?
Fortnite.
Fortnite, yeah. He be buying all the skins.
Buying all the skins, yeah.
That nigga be buying all the skins, bro.
Yo, let me just say right now, by the way, no disrespect to the city of Charlotte, but I find it very hard to believe you could be a restaurant in Charlotte that like the best player on the local pro team has in the, hey man, the game just ended, keep it open. I mean, who is this? Like,
Right.
if I'm LaMelo Ball, nigga, every restaurant in Charlotte gonna stay open for me, like just in case.
Right.
And then I'll let you know as I drive out, like you're the chosen one, and everyone else like, oh, rats. There's no way this nigga has.
Rats.
That nigga got a rush. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That nigga got a rush to get to the fucking man.
Nigga driving.
But don't worry, check your Cash App if I don't come to your shit. Check your Cash App. You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
My nigga,
Hey,
20,
50.
20,
Same
so-
thing for
yeah,
the little
man.
nigga.
25K
nigga
for a
was-
foot is sick. He
Hey, so-
basically,
No,
What y'all
yeah.
taking?
nigga, I need an
Bro, I
M,
would've-
nigga.
Hello?
I would have
Yeah,
never
I'm-
even said the words 25. I would have said, I told
Yeah.
nigga, I see you in court when you hear my number. I'm
Right.
gonna slide that be across the table on your ass. I
Hey.
ain't gonna say it out loud.
I'm not even responding to nothing because
Hey.
before you even get home, the lawyer already got something in the mail at your door. Them niggas, them shits be at your door like an hour after you get a car ticket. Can you imagine? That shit was like
My nigga.
5 minutes.
Exactly, bro.
I would be
Come on,
overselling
bro.
PTSD of every time I see a car. Anytime I see the Hornets jersey, nigga, I'll be
Right.
Right,
Yeah, it's nothing but the
Nigga got sunglasses
Eminem.
on. Like, I can't.
It's nothing but the Eminem, bro, for sure. Because I'm using everything in the book. You feel me? I'm a young kid. I wanted to be a star just like him. Now my foot, I can't do nothing, man. You know what I'm saying?
He ruined my hoop career.
Yeah, it changed the whole trajectory of my life, man. Come on.
Yo,
I need
he gonna
movie
send them
cars.
to 25 and some Pumas.
I need
Exactly.
that Eminem, baby. I need
I'm
that
like, bro, the
Eminem.
movie Cars was my shit before this happened. Now I can't even watch Cars. My whole life, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, on me. But,
show up
yeah.
like Martin, that one episode he came to court, nigga, all fucking
on me.
wrapped up and shit.
Hey, but I was gonna say this been a legendary year of hating. How did y'all feel about your boy Draymond on the TNT with the grin every time the Wolves was catching the L, going hard at Rudy and Cat?
Yo,
Draymond.
my favorite shit was like the fucking Wolves said, "Hey man, we're boycotting inside the NBA." I said, "Nigga, you won one game.
Yeah,
That shit ain't hard." Like, oh, we're not going
took
on.
their interview. Should have got out there and promoted something before the season was over with. Now we don't know where to find the damn Ant-Mans.
Hey, Trey, did y'all do that commercial, by the way?
Which one?
The
The
Ant-Man
receipts one.
commercial with the receipts
No.
one?
Nah,
That shit
was,
fire.
Shout outs
That's-
to Chris. Very fire dude, made in the URL, dope creative. The homie Brandon Carr, who's also, we had Supplement on. My man Brandon Carr is a part of that. Who else? Man, I'm blanking on names, but shouts to everybody over there at Adidas. They the ops. They the ops low key, but they had a fire campaign and I can't even hate. So
Dog,
shouts to them.
I can't wait for all the sneaker commercials to go back to being shit like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just funny and cool.
We got 2 minutes to explain why.
Yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so we just got too woke. That's all. We got too woke.
There you go, man.
You know what I'm saying? 2016, niggas was just trying to appease certain crowds, trying to do these things. You know what I mean? The seriousness. Even in the commercials, niggas was wearing masks, doing all this other shit. Just, I like my shit unrealistic, man. I like my shit fun. But also the brands gave the players too much power. So now when you
Trey,
ask...
let me just ask you, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like, when you say too woke, like who? Like, because I don't even know what ads you talking about.
Yeah, who do you mean, brother?
The people.
So when we did the Kaepernick joint, bro, you feel me? that was a start. And then we went more into like the more serious approach, right? We start backing up athletes in more serious matters versus just focusing on sports is fun. Winning is the only thing that matters, not the second place participation trophy shit of like teammates and all that other shit, right? So we're getting back to that shit. You know what I'm saying? We had the, right now we're the KD, KD 17, with Chet Holmgren being the face of the KD 17. We got the other joint, you know what I mean? And Says Who with Ja Morant. We're leaning back into the fun part, but it just takes a whole thing. And unfortunately, a lot of people lost their jobs over this shit. But the tables have been shaking.
Over what? Over what?
Just a whole revamp in Nike.
But they lost their jobs because they were making too serious content?
Just the whole revamp was just not the Nike way. So we're getting back to the Nike way.
Yeah, Barkley with going against Godzilla. Mm-hmm. I need all that back, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's coming back, right? That's coming back. There's gonna be a lot like our Wemby shit, right? You seen the alien team
shit hard. The crop circle, that was dope.
We got a lot of shit coming. Can we bossa nova?
Sure.
And we're black. But yeah, man, a lot of fun work coming. We're gonna get back into it. Just trying to, shake it up.
Let me just say right now, man. That was the greatest bossa nova in the history of Bach. We've had some crazy stories that have been told.
You about to get me harassed online.
That was the best bossa nova ever. Because this nigga hit us with a 1-2 combo, man. It wasn't just one shit. He was like, Kyle. I was like, oh shit. Then he got Kyle. Oh shit. Oh my God, man. Yo, let's talk about something else because I'm gonna be thinking about this shit the rest of the fucking day. Do y'all want to talk Trump, Eminem, or Caitlin Clark?
I want to go. Wait, actually,
3 white people.
Since we on sports, WNBA, let's go Caitlin Clark. We got our resident WNBA specialist up at the top, Juju. Juju, what's your thoughts on this? First of all, because I'm seeing a lot of. You've been here. You've been here for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a gatekeeper. You appreciate it. You understand. You're welcoming more fans in. You're an ambassador of the game. But the college basketball fan has finally found a W, and they're bringing their black versus white battles in here.
Right, bro. It's unnecessary, bro. She a rookie in the league. Mm-hmm. What you think? Folks tried to get Wemby every night, dunk on his ass. Folks tried to what other rookie? Anthony Edwards. Every rookie got to go through this. Now it's a lot of plays that go beyond that, but shit, you see Draymond, how he be choking niggas up. Like it be a lot of shit that go too far.
That nigga was a vet too.
Right, exactly.
He choked a vet. He didn't choke a rookie.
Exactly. So it's like, bro, the real deal situation is where the hell your teammate is supposed to come.
Thank you.
Off the top rope with a damn. I mean, I don't condone violence, but I just know that when my teammates, like I know like my niggas is Steven Jackson and them. You feel me? That's my bit, bro. Like that, I come from, bro. Like I say, if I'm with y'all and somebody touch a hair on y'all head, nigga, I'm going full 100% on they, bro. You feel me? Come on, what we doing? So you mean to tell me y'all gonna let the crown jewel of the WNBA keep getting pushed around? Excuse me, pardon me. I'm not saying do violence, but stand up. You feel me?
But Juju, it's not even the crown jewel of the WNBA. Nigga, it's the crown jewel of your fucking team. That's your teammate. That's your teammate. Right. That shit's never supposed to happen. Anytime. Again, like you said, not condoning violence, but sometimes you gotta let the bullies know that you're not afraid of violence. I don't want violence, but if violence is what you want, violence is what we got over here. And so that was surprising to me. But more than that, I'm just surprised at like how many people clearly just don't watch. Like, like because they'd be like that one hip check shit, that shit was crazy, right? But then there was another play where she was chicken winging the girl, and then she kind of threw an offer.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm like, what the fuck? Do y'all not watch basketball? What part of basketball you see someone do this? You're like, pardon me, I believe we've been tangled. Sorry. And shake hands. Like that shit never happened. Right. By the way, don't get me like, if I'm not mistaken, like What did Caitlin Clark say after the game about it?
She was like, that's not a basketball play.
And she also was just like, I'm gonna basically try. I gotta take the higher road, pretty much. Like I don't expect her to fucking go bomb on something and catch a fight like Larry Bird up in this bitch trying to get, get her strikes up. But like at the end of the day, like she can handle her own. But I do agree with Juju that like in any level, bro, like if we all was hooping, us five, and nigga fouled Jerv hard, nigga, I'm about to go run up on a nigga.
Exactly.
You know
what the fuck?
So it's a question more on their locker room of like, hey, bro, y'all letting her get hammered. When Tyrese Halliburton was getting fucked up by Bobby Portis and them, you know who they went and got? James fucking Johnson. You feel me? Like they was like, you know what? Listen, you ain't even got to play. Listen, the game be over. This nigga be right behind him during the fucking post game shit. Like ain't nobody about to crash out on that nigga after no post game. That nigga still be there.
Was it against Boston or was it against New York where some shit went down? And this nigga got up off the bench and just walked out there. I never see this shit. Nigga didn't get suspended or nothing.
New York.
That nigga just walked out there like, we good here? And niggas like, yeah, man. I mean, I was just trying to talk to him. Tell him, don't do that shit again. Niggas,
for our listeners. Oh, go ahead.
Him and Bobby Portis, first round.
Yeah.
He was talking.
Yeah.
But I think for our listeners that don't know who James Johnson is, bruh, is an MMA fighter too.
His nickname is Bloodsport.
Bloodsport. He's never lost a fight. So if you niggas want to fuck around and try, find out. The nigga
was a fighter.
The nigga 6'10" with a roundhouse kick. That's all you need to know.
Right. Family fights.
The whole family. The whole family black belts. 7 brothers and sisters and the parents. They own a dojo. This nigga grew up in a fucking dojo, right? They said in his house, they said they didn't have you didn't get whoopings. You didn't get grounded. Like you have a problem? All right, I'm gonna see you in the octagon. He said one time one of his older brothers started talking back and shit. And so his pops was like, all right, you feel like that? Come see me in the octagon. Niggas got in the octagon. He said his brother bowed, because at the beginning of the fight bowed. He said that nigga uppercut that motherfucker to the moon. And said bowing is about respect. If you have respect, we wouldn't even be in this situation right now.
Hey,
I wouldn't be in the octagon. If you respected me, I wouldn't be here. But you already disrespectful. Don't come in here and start bowing and shit. Nigga, that pow. I'm like, damn, man. His mom, Trey, you might know this. His mom, I think, was a blood, right? Because they moved from.
I'm not sure.
They moved from California out there because
the
shit got a little too hot.
Right,
man. Leave these gangbangers
bro.
alone,
I know it. Look, Indiana Fever. I got 2 words for you. Liz Cambage. Go find her, bro.
Hey, Liz would be sick.
Because listen,
that's a sick ass sign, man.
No, Juju is right because I was watching one of the other post games because obviously Aaliyah Boston is her teammate.
Yeah.
And Caitlin Clark was saying something and talking about, how she was getting harassed or whatever and saying it was only her. And Leah Boston turned and looked at her like, what the fuck you talking about? Right. And so it's obvious to me that
Leah Boston having a rough year.
Right. I'm gonna say this right now. Yes, they need to get somebody. Liz Cambage is not that person. Because Liz gonna be there, and within 3 days, she's like, "You motherfuckers is playing for me now."
right.
She gonna lose that fight.
Hey, she gonna fuck up the whole flow.
Oh God, you need to pull her off of Caitlin one practice.
Right.
One practice, probably the first practice, the way I hear Caitlin be talking to her teammates. But
that's what I was gonna say. That's what I'm saying. Caitlin be talking shit. So niggas is looking at Caitlin on the court like, bro, you talking all that shit.
She's chatty out there,
bro.
She
be running her mouth.
Bossa Nova. Anyways, we're black. So yeah, man, the whole her shit talking Jerv, that's a thing, right? And I'll reveal one thing I said in the Bossa Nova, which is for her to get hit by that by old girl like that, that's not a hey, welcome to the league, rookie. That's a you said some shit, and I'm about to beat your fucking ass if you don't watch your mouth, right? Like that's like saying like, oh, Chris Childs hit Kobe because he was trying to welcome him to the league. No, Chris Childs hit Kobe because Kobe kept fucking clipping that nigga, and
he
Chris
told
Childs
us.
He told us on Bomm. He said he looked at the ref and he said to the ref, if he does it again, you better do something about it or else I'm gonna do something about it. And then he did it again. He looked at the ref and the ref shrugged and he said, all right. He gave him a 2-piece and he said the number one way he knew this shit was A-okay was when he did that shit and he looked at Shaq and Shaq was just sitting back. Just
cooling. And offered to pay the fine.
Damn.
Right here. That was a Bomm exclusive, ladies and gentlemen. We had Chris.
Damn.
So yeah, so like these shits don't have, like, to me, that's a weird thing of watching people that don't watch.
Yeah.
It's almost like people who walked in the middle of a movie and trying to tell you, Tom Cruise is the bad guy, right? Like, nah, nigga, this is Mission Impossible. Like, he's not the bad guy. Like, so when people were, it's not that they don't watch Caitlin Clark or they haven't watched the WNBA. They don't watch basketball. Because anybody who watched basketball,
they never played basketball.
I guess, yeah.
Because that's another. Because that's another nuance that you know. It's like a, hey nigga, you fouled me hard. You know a nigga that you like, hey, they don't like each other. You could tell when you play and you like, hey, I really don't fuck with him. Even the handshakes be like, yeah, nigga.
Right.
Because I done got mad at a teammate where I like I ain't gonna speak to this nigga for a month. And I threw up a good pass, and I'm like, fuck. I told this nigga good, you know what I mean? I'm like, fuck, I told this nigga good shot. I'm like, nigga, I told this nigga good shot. I'm not even supposed to be talking to this nigga. We not even supposed to be cool right now. That shit happened, man.
Right now, one of the fever bench, Lexi Hull or whoever the hell, like somebody on the fever bench is just crash out next game. Anybody put finger on Caitlin, just crash out, bro. The whole world gonna love you. You're gonna be right. You're gonna sell merch. You're gonna be a legend. Just crash out, bro. You ain't gonna y'all.
Katie Samuelson, do it, man. Let's go.
Katie Lou, yeah, salute. Come on, crash out.
You know what I'm saying? Just go crazy one time.
Man. All right, let's get into this. Y'all want to get into Trump or Eminem? Which one?
Both of them white, so it don't even matter.
No, I mean, yeah, we're in the white portion of the program. I did that right.
I seen a nigga Trump last night at the. I went to the bar to watch the UFC. I seen that nigga Trump was at the UFC 302 shit. He had his boy Strickland out there, but it's just funny. Dog, that nigga's a cartoon character because why does he wear the same outfit every single day of his life?
No. Why did all them other niggas wear the same outfit he wear every day of their life? Who? That's a fucking the other Republican niggas that were showing up to the courthouse to support him and shit.
I'm just saying that nigga's at the UFC fight, bro, in the same blue suit with red tie. Like, bro, that's what I'm saying. Not at no courtroom setting, not in no political setting. This nigga's at the UFC fight. Dressed like a fucking cartoon version of himself. Like, what do you have a suit on for, my nigga?
Obama would have threw on the Affliction t-shirt at least, like something, bro. Yeah, Hardy or something, bro.
Yeah, like, what is your other fit? What is your other, like, you chilling fit? What's the
golf? The golf fit.
The golf fit. The golf fit.
One alternative. Everything else is like Doug Funny in his closet. Like, he just same outfit, bro. That should be killing me. And the same expression on his face too, like the stare of bewilderment and like.
To him, it ain't Doug Funny though. To him, it's Superman capes. It's a whole bunch of them.
That nigga's a goofball, dog. But yeah, I mean, on the conviction, all that shit, man. All this shit is just theater, man. All this shit is just entertainment, bro. None of this shit matters. Like, niggas acting. Nobody who wasn't gonna vote for the nigga is not voted for the nigga. Nobody who was gonna vote for the nigga is not gonna vote for the nigga. Like,
quite the opposite. The niggas that was gonna vote for him but might have felt a little lazy. Now them niggas is energized. Like, oh shit! Now I gotta vote for him because
I gotta vote. Now.
The deep state trying to get him and all that shit.
Right.
Yo, one of my homeboys said this shit in a different chat, and everybody fucking jumped on him. But I was paused. But I was like, yo, I kind of thought about it. I was like, the nigga might have a point. He says, if Biden win, the first thing you got to do is you got to pardon Trump to protect the democracy. And at first I was like, nigga, what? Then I was like, Yo, man, that might, I don't know. Is that going to be the thing? See, that's the thing. Like, on the one hand, I'm like, that might be the thing to get us past where we are right now, where niggas are just fucking crazy at this point about, like, the glazing of your candidate has to stop, regardless who you vote for.
No,
The
stop glazing in
stop.
general. Stop glazing 24.
Stop glazing in 2024.
That's the episode, by the way, and the campaign. Put that bitch on a sticker on a t-shirt. Stop glazing 2024.
That's the new Bomm.
Bomm.com merch. Yep, see that
with the political colors.
Yeah, exactly. With the American flag behind it.
I know, right quick, before we keep going. I'll be forgetting to say this shit. Jerv, the cartoon caricature of you from the Bomm Network. Why did that motherfucker look exactly like Zach Harper, bruh?
It is Zach Harper.
It is Zach Harper.
Bro, why is that your profile picture? What's happening?
Crazy. Because he crazy, dog.
Stop glazing Zach,
That's sick. So that nigga stop glazing, bro.
Stop glazing 2024, man. Sure it's made up.
Hey, them shirts will go crazy for real.
We need those. We need
merch is coming. Merch is coming. Stop glazing 2024.
Stop glazing 24. That's our shit. We gotta run that because
the New York show
because it started off. Remember, we was doing the stop dick riding some months ago. Right. Remember? So
it's last
evolution. Yeah.
We got a new so vulgar.
The dick riding was too much.
Yeah, right.
Hold up.
Shit sound vulgar as fuck.
And just for the record, hold on. I'm not glazing, my nigga. let me put that out there. I'm not glazing. I recognize that it was technically it's a fusion of us. It's Zach's face, but they gave him my skin complexion. So I wanted to let that joke breathe a little bit. Yes, I want to let that joke breathe, but I just want to circle back and recognize that I'm not glazing, and I can be part of this campaign on the right side and not on the wrong side. Just to be clear.
Sometimes we need a political what it called sacrifice, man. That's in order to get this campaign on the ground, nigga, we're gonna have to take somebody out.
Listen, that's not the sacrifice I'm willing to make. I'll tell you that much.
The shirt should have the stop glazing with the flag, everything in the background, and it should have all of our heads. You know what I'm saying? And don't put my face on
the
just like the election, like vote so and so.
This nigga want his face on this shit, man. Hell nah, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my face. I'm trying to get my face on there because my face wasn't on the Bomm flyer, man. I'm trying to get my face up,
bro. That's not the right joint to get your face on, fam.
Nah, fuck it, bro. Nah, let's put Jason's face on them bitches, bro. Stop glazing. Jason like this.
Nigga be the stop glazing mascot.
Yo, Jason gonna be walking down the street like, hey, that's a stop glazing nigga right there.
Nah, man.
Oh shit. All right, man. Let's close out with this Eminem shit. I will be honest. What's up?
We're not gonna talk about the finals.
Oh, fuck, man.
I mean, listen, I gotta go, but let's give our picks. Let's give our picks. Who y'all got?
The dream player 3.
Mavs in 7. Kyrie his game winning shot.
Juju, who you got?
I'm going with the Boston Celtics in 5 games.
Woo, 5. Amin, who you got?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to be clear that will this part be clipped and saved for a later date to be provided with zero context?
Of course,
absolutely.
And not even a promo of the show. Nigga, I was like, nigga, well, clearly you promote what Potter was. I was like, oh fuck. I'm like, what? You just fucking ran the.
I was just trying to dunk on a meme.
That nigga like, he dunked on the wrong basket, but that nigga was under the basket though. Oh shit! I got Mavs in 6, and Kyrie, not a game winner, but he's gonna have a fucking crazy ass game. One of them games is gonna be a 40+ point game.
Jason, who you got?
Yeah, Mavs and I don't know if I want to do 6 or 7. I would say Mavs and 6. I'm gonna say Mavs and 6.
I don't think the number has to be correctly.
Yeah. I'm gonna just say the Mavs. I just got the Mavs, man.
But the number indicates
number
your
matters,
confidence.
yo.
When that nigga says Celtics at 5, he's saying this shit gonna be an ass whooping. That's what he's saying.
You feel me?
But I think if it goes 7, I think if it goes 7, the Mavs is winning Game 7. I don't think there's no way that the Celtics could win a Game 7.
Anybody but the Celtics, so I'm gonna say Mavs in 7.
Damn.
Yeah, you on the island, Juju.
It's all good.
But no, that's good because he actually has a jersey on. It would look nuts if that nigga was like
That nigga
Mavs.
said Mavs in 4.
You know what I'm saying? But Juju, when y'all win, talk your shit.
You feel me?
You got your
only then though, but I'm petrified. I ain't gonna lie though, I'm scared because like, these are the moments we crumble. You feel me? These are the moments where Jason Tatum get in the fadeaway 3-pointer machine and just go, bro. He turned into Stephon Urkel, but just shooting threes only. Jay, we just need these boys to drive to the hole. If they could just drive, take advantage. If Luka switch on you, bro, attack that bloody ass knee, like, bro. Try to get your boy in foul trouble. How about that? Let's try that out. See if it works.
That
if
knee do be looking like Kurt Schilling sock.
That's not part of
that. I'll go straight at that knee. You not finna just cook me down here and I ain't finna put you in no pick and rolls and screens on this other end.
That's not a part of the script.
Who's that guy for the Celtics?
It's gonna have to take people like Derek White to get more confidence. It's gonna have to take Drew Holiday. You know what I mean? It's the championship, like, you know what I mean?
I'm talking about the goonery. I'm talking about like the goonery part, the shit that like Marcus Smart would have done, that Grant Williams would have done. Who's the guy? Because I feel like Drew's tough, but Drew's like a very much a professional.
It might be Porzingis, bro.
Bruh, sad to say, bruh, it's damn near Peyton Pritchard, bruh, for real. Like at this point, because we don't really get into none of that, bruh. It's like every time we try to be tough, it end up backfiring, and then the other person be like, "You're not like that, Jaylen Brown. Get out of my face." And I'm like, "Come on, bro." I'd be like, "Man, swing on that nigga. Fuck that nigga, bro. But don't swing us to championship. Fuck." So we should just stay out of all of that.
I'm gonna tell you who it is. Who got a chance? Who they need to get? I don't know why they don't play him more. Xavier Tillman.
Come on, man. You feel me?
I don't know why that motherfucker, like why they play Cornette over that motherfucker. I'm like, get out of here, man. Get out. And every time
he got to take advantage.
Yeah,
when he get the ball on the offense, though, he acts so timid with the ball when he gets on offense.
Because nigga never plays. He's like,
right.
Good how it is, man. But all right, let's we gotta do this Eminem shit quick because I sent it into the chat. The reactions, some of the reactions, and I'm just like, y'all know this nigga's not serious, right? Like,
do y'all not know who Eminem is?
Yeah,
that's the thing that's blowing me. But that's the thing. We've reached that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I bet.
I mean, sure, blowing me, not me blowing anybody else. But sure. Anywho, long story short,
this is the woke.
We're in a fucking reactive ass era of everything, right? Clearly, this nigga's doing a social experiment to get niggas to react. He's literally saying, I don't care about getting canceled. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I'm saying everybody's name. I'm doing all this shit. And motherfuckers is like, this nigga hate black people. This nigga hate black women. This nigga doing this. And I'm like, bro, that's Eminem. He came in. The nigga made a joke about Michael Jackson. Nigga, Michael Jackson bought all that nigga shit.
All right.
But this is Slim Shady. This is his Slim Shady character. This is what he's been doing since the beginning of his career. You feel me? Yep. He comes in, he makes a song where he talks about everything that's happening in pop culture. He makes a joke. Everybody laughs. And then it used to be motherfuckers like Tipper Gore and old motherfuckers would be the ones getting offended. Now it's young people getting offended, which is
we the old people now.
Nah, but it ain't us though. It's the the younger motherfuckers online who's like, blah blah blah. You can't say shit about Meg Thee Stallion.
Our era is the old motherfuckers now.
We're flip flopped. So like the old motherfuckers are like, oh yeah, that's Eminem, and the young motherfuckers are like, oh, like, which is back in the day, it was the old motherfuckers that was clutching pearls, and young people were like, yo, he's just fucking rapping. Will Smith ain't got a cuss to sell records, but I do, so fuck him and fuck you too. Yo, that's a funny ass bar for one, but also it's like, yeah, what are you like? Oh, he dissed a black man, Will Smith. You're gonna stand with the white man as he tells a black man to go fuck him out. Like, relax, man. Relax. Everybody needs to fucking relax. And so, like, also, by the way, I'm gonna just throw this out there. This is there's no name or address for this one. It just goes out to the world. If you are getting into real life arguments and fights and disconnections with people in your real life over motherfuckers that you see on TV that like aren't like politics or something like that, you need to fucking reevaluate your shit, man. Like, these people don't know you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't. They really don't. And you see them as a symbol for something greater. They're not. They're just people. And I'm going to leave it at that. I don't know why I turned into Stephen A. Smith right there.
Church.
I didn't realize people were that upset. I thought they were more. They're upset over Eminem. I guess I just didn't pay attention to that shit.
I'm telling you,
it was.
We got think pieces, nigga.
It was a backlash over the Meg Thee Stallion bar, which wasn't
but it's like,
it's rap.
But can I ask a question? Maybe I'm about to get fucking the wrath of the internet on this one.
You for sure about to get canceled. You bigger. You're a bigger name than all of us.
No, go ahead.
When
Yo, Jason said no, go ahead.
Yo, I realized
this nigga Jason wanted niggas to get his account done up like his and shit.
No,
He just want this nigga to get canceled. That's all.
Jason's like, welcome to my world, motherfucker.
Pull the trigger, nigga.
pull up a seat.
In the waiting room to hell. Like, I understand what happened to her was really fucked up. I wouldn't want that to happen to anybody, right? Having said that, when the fuck did she become Joan of Arc? Or like some symbol that like, you must protect her above all. Fucking Rihanna got her ass beat by Chris Brown and didn't get this kind of fucking support and love. Right? Like, is it just me?
No. You're not tripping. I think it's kind of what we're saying. Like, people are just using whatever example exists. Like, they don't care about her, right? Or that situation, but they want to use something that's going to ignite a fire. And they know that situation ignites a fire in people, right? So it's like, let me just use this the same way Eminem used the bar, right? Because Eminem said the bar knowing that people are sensitive about it for whatever reason, even though he didn't say anything about it, right? He just said like, oh, well, I wonder if she would give me a feat. Like,
yeah, nigga was just doing his
corny wordplay. Yeah. It wasn't like the Drake bar where he was like talking about, lying about getting shot, where he's like implying something about the situation, right? Like, he's just literally doing like a corny Eminem like wordplay line, but he knew that that's how like simple-minded like the online culture is right now, is that people just will take a subject and like just ignite a fire about it. So yeah, to answer your question, I mean, people don't really give a fuck about her. They just they don't.
Oh damn, man. These motherfuckers. All right. That's gonna do it for us here on Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. As a reminder, patreon.com/countthethings. The pre-sale for the live show is over, but the sale is on. If you missed the pre-sale, you missed the 25% discount, but tickets are still available. Please cop, because the earlier you can cop, the earlier it makes us able to confirm other things, including special guests, not from the CTV family, but people that you see on TV and other capacities. So make sure you're getting those tickets. Get them from Count the Things. The link is in the bio for Count the Things on Twitter and on Instagram. Make sure you're tapped in. I want to see everybody July 20th, Racket, New York City. We're giving you more than a month. That's like almost 2 months lead time for you to figure out your travel if you're not local, for you to figure out where you're going to stay and all that stuff. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be just like it was back in the day. Make sure you're locked in. For Jason Madison, for Juju Gotti, Trayvon Edwards, John Jerv, I'm Amin Elhassan, reminding you to stay black, motherfuckers.